Hey guys, welcome to David vs. Film. I am David, yo soy David, and tonight I am watching clips from the Graham Norton Show's Most Iconic Women. A big hey, hi, and hello to all of you, but to returning viewers, and especially returning subscribers, what's up? Last week was International Women's Day, and I completely missed it. However, thankfully, this entire month is Women's History Month, so it's the perfect time to check out some of the most iconic women of stage, screen, and film on The Graham Norton Show. If you've seen this channel for even just a little bit, you know that Graham Norton is one of my absolute favorite chat show hosts. I cannot get enough of the clips of his I've seen. I've yet to watch a lot of his full episodes because I want to watch more of these with you guys. But needless to say, some of the most entertaining moments I've seen have come from his female celebrity guests. So I suspect that this montage we're about to watch will be no different. I have not put this together myself. I have pulled this from YouTube, and I'll put it down below. I'm eternally grateful to the Graham Norton Show for putting these out there, and also for letting YouTubers like me put our commentary with them and watch them. But if you do want to see just the original without me kind of talking about it with you guys, then you can find that down below. But I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, so I hope you'll stick around. I was gonna put Spider-Man No Way Home in this spot today, but he's just gonna have to take another couple days to find his way home, because this is an important moment to celebrate, and by God, we're gonna do it now. I will tell you, I am putting this in its entirety, so again, thanks to Graham Norton Show for letting me do that. But for other shows we watch here, like my new favorite, Taskmaster, and some movies, if you do want to see the full unedited version of those reactions, you can find that over my Patreon, patreon.com/DavidVsFilm. Discord benefits over there where we talk about this show and others, the movies that we watch. There are polls where we vote on other things we're going to see coming up, so please check that out if you would like. I always am so grateful for you guys watching here on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thank you in advance for that. Be sure to leave comments. They are my absolute favorite part. I love getting to know you guys and hearing your thoughts. And last but not least, if we're not friends on Instagram, let's be friends. I'll leave a link to my Instagram down below. All right, boys and girls, let's get in some Graham Norton Show right now. We're going to watch the most iconic women.
Miriam Margolyes, things happen to you.
Start off Miriam Margolyes. It's going to be good.
Is it your house near Dover?
Oh, yes. Yes. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I do rent my house. And if you're interested...
To other people. I mean, she owns it.
And it's the nearest house to France, which is very important in this story. And it's £425 a week, and it sleeps 6 people for 7 nights. It's clean.
Is there a cleaner?
Yes, yes. Anyway, one day I got a call from the police, and they said, are you the owner of the gun emplacement? And I said, yes. And they said, are you aware that it's been used as a drop for criminals to get rid of their drugs, or, it's a drug drop. I believe that's the phrase. And I said, well, of course I didn't know. What do you mean? And they said, well, people have rented it. They were a gang from...
I love her tone stories.
And they took my house, and they dropped the drugs in the bay, and there was a helicopter that came on the roof. It's a flat roof, you see. And they had cocaine. They had something like 13 million pounds worth of...
What? No, it wasn't like a little thing. This was a massive...
What? A massive... 13 million.
Only her, right? Only her. Poor Harry Potter having to hear all this.
I've never taken anything.
No, that was like wholesale.
Oh, wholesale? Yeah. Listen, it's wholesale, of course. Well, of course, I was horrified, because I didn't know. I mean, I don't have anything to do with the people that rent it.
No.
I just take the money,
Yeah.
And I could get more for it, because it's really lovely, actually. But what was upsetting to me was when it was reported, of course, in the Daily Mail, all the people online said, oh, she must be in it. She's part of the gang.
Oh, you assume, right? Wow,
Miriam Escobar.
See, exactly.
I was doing a production in the West End some years ago. And it was very unusual sort of production in that the audience, it was a very different kind of audience. People would come in with takeaway food and eat takeaway food there. Hen parties would come and blow up dolls, buying seats for blow-up dolls. and also lots of people seemed to be sort of fainting and carried
I've never seen a
out
guest
on
host before.
gurneys. But the most spectacular of all of these things...
Where was the show?
The most spectacular of all of these things is that one night, some people, 2 people in the balcony, vomited onto the people in the circle. And then 4 to 6 people vomited.
Oh, yeah, right.
People in
Chain
the
reaction.
stalls, like some sort of horrendous vomit fountain.
Yeah,
And then people were vomiting in the stalls. It was an amazing night out at the theatre, and get your tickets now for the Bridge Theatre Midsummer Night.
It's like a live shows. Oh my God, I've never seen a guest host before.
Captain of this ship.
You can't captain this ship. We have 5 captains right
HBC.
here.
But there's a weird thing, because you're all in the film together, there's people who don't
Great film, by the way. I love
the
that
idea
movie.
that you got on. They like the idea that
Oh,
you
no,
I
we
personally
just
love
the
it.
other day, we were all doing a junket where, you know, you sit in a room and someone asks you the same question every 5 minutes. All of
Sorry.
a sudden, my publicist... It's okay. And my publicist walks in, she's got this look. She's kind of a pit bull. She comes in, she goes, we just got an email from this tabloid, and they're saying that you were a problem and that you have problems with everyone else on the set, and there's just a problem. And so then you take it very personally. You go, it's just a tabloid, doesn't matter, but then you start to schwitz and you start to panic, and then next thing we know, she got the same email from the same place, slightly altered. She got the, she was a problem, and then she was a victim, and then we realized that everyone wants us to be ripping each other's
They're
wings
pitting them
off.
against each other, right?
And they just
Exactly,
want us to
yeah,
be
I've heard
pulling
about
hair
that.
out and just...
That's so weird.
No,
isn't
but
it?
it's a
terrible.
cliche. It's such an old cliche that,
Right.
that women can't get on collectively.
Yeah.
It's just an old myth.
They tried.
And we did not live up to it.
Didn't work.
But also, what's interesting is this rarely happens. So, like, it must be a kind of unique experience for you all.
Which bit?
That you're in a movie with
That there's
this many
women in
actresses.
film?
Yeah.
That is unique.
Do you own sheep? Yes. And you commune with the sheep.
Emma Thompson. I love all these women.
That's putting it too strongly. I walked through the sheep field
You've walked amongst the sheep.
shouting at them.
Oh,
but-
nearly Oscar
yeah.
winner.
But isn't there a thing with us?
Robert Downey Jr.?
Oh.
Yeah.
There usually is.
Yeah. Well, okay. I've never told you this, but
No, please.
some time back, so we have at the bottom of the sheep field. There's a pond where I wash, and there's a sauna, a wood-fired sauna. So we go down there and get in the sauna. And in the summer, I walk to and from with nothing on.
Oh, yeah.
Much like the sheep.
In the buff.
They're appalled, obviously, just appalled. Just, oh, God. One night, it was a hot summer, there was a kind of real thundering on the door of our place, and it's miles away from anywhere. So I thought, oh, God, OK, the man in the mask has come to take us away. And I was there on my own with my little daughter, who was little then, in little nighty, and we went downstairs and opened the door. There was a massive and very good-looking policeman outside who said, I'm so sorry to interrupt your evening, Mrs. Thompson, but we've had reports of an intruder on your land. And your field. And I said, really? Oh, God, when was this? Well, it was sometime this afternoon. A woman was walking her dog and she saw a 52-year-old man coming naked up through the sheep.
52. Very specific.
At which point I thought, OK, something has happened, or my boobs have dropped so low that from a distance they read as testicles. I was so embarrassed with this because this policeman was so lovely and so good looking. I nearly whipped up. I was saying, honestly, it's not that bad.
Oh, my God.
It was probably me. And he left.
That's funny.
But that's what happened at the sheep.
Oh, my God.
Got such a sweet picture. This is the moment you got announced as the winner of Record of the Year. That's Shania. That's Shania. That's Shania right there.
That's me in red.
Yeah, that's my boyfriend's head. That's Adele, and that's Harry Styles.
Wow.
And this seems like CSI Grammys, but Is that a hip flask?
Oh, girl, okay.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you at all.
One of many. I had 2 flasks for me and 1 for Adele.
There you go. You do what you gotta do.
It was lit.
Why do you have to bring a hip flask?
Because there's not like a bar.
I know.
I'm like, come on, y'all. We need more alcohol. Like, it's the Grammys.
Look at this. I know I say it every time I watch these, but look at all these people on the
Good, though.
couch.
It was so
Huge names.
shiny, bedazzled.
Just hanging out.
She's
That's
drinking
my
out of a
special occasion
direct.
flask. I have lots of flasks. You just never know. It's bedazzled. But they walked around with like some wine, but I was like, and the wine was a sip. So I had to take I was like, yeah, this is for my friend. And I like took a bunch of my
Yeah, that's
I had to load my cup up.
Hey,
I'm like,
one
come
for
on,
me and one for my
y'all. We're
friend.
musicians.
I don't think you'll have this problem with the Brit Awards.
Oh, it's a party in the Brit.
Oh, yeah. And at the Emmys, it was so great to see the 3 of you back together again, reunited. And the reaction on the night. I mean, did you know people were going to go that crazy to see the 3 of you back together again?
No, I never expected anything like that, but Dolly did. Dolly did right before she said, we're going to get a standing O.
She was right.
Was, yeah.
I've heard you talking about Dolly and the 9 to 5, and that music, it sort of came later. It came sort of during the movie.
Yeah, well, she arrived one day, and, you know, she has these, they're not real, she'll tell you that. They're that long nails. And she said...
Oh, nails. Sorry, I thought you were going to say something else.
Right, exactly.
They weren't real.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Matt
I do
Lucas, I'm with
apologise.
you on that one. I thought the same thing. Witching her hands, right?
I wasn't thinking of the hair.
This is real.
Yeah.
Yes. She likes to moon, also. We went drinking one night, and we were driving out the window.
I'd have my iPhone on the radio.
Yes. No, but she arrived one day.
Are the tattoos, is that story real?
I never saw any tattoos on Dolly, no. But she
That's
pulled
sure.
Lily, and I produced the movie, so she pulled us over and she said, I think I found our song. And then she starts playing her nails like a washboard, and she started singing 9 to 5. And Lily and I looked at each other, and our hair was standing on end.
Oh, wow.
It became the anthem.
Yeah, I've heard
of the
that story,
movement.
actually.
Yeah,
but
it
I love
really
it.
did.
It's so good.
Colin and I had the most fantastic wedding at Pkwy. I was treated as
I don't know
a
this
son.
lady. Oh, Olivia Colman, I love her.
I had 3 wedding
Of course,
cakes.
HBC again.
And Tony Snowden took my wedding photographs, and my father rather rudely called him Tony Snapshot, which I think he actually never forget. And anyway, there I was, having had this amazing wedding, wonderful wedding dress and everything like that. And we were going to Paris for my honeymoon, and we arrived very late at night at the Lottie Hotel, and went up to the, I imagine, the sort of bridal suite. Well, he lay down and went to sleep. And that was my honeymoon. I mean, what I've been longing for, a night of passion, you know. Anyway, so, and then the next day we went to the Louvre or something. And then Colin said, I was slightly bored by that. And then Colin said, well, I've got a great treat for you. And so I was absolutely thrilled. I thought dinner at the Ritz, you know. And I put on my best dress, all that sort of thing. We got into the car. And I did rather see, I saw the Ritz miles away, but off we went to the outskirts. And we stopped at this really seedy hotel. My heart sank. I thought, up we went to this room, and there were 2 seats. They were wing-backed velvet seats. And so I sat, and on the bed were 2 really disgusting people making love. I was sort of squelching about it, and I didn't know what to do.
Just like a fancy lady, too.
I sat back in my chair, closed my eyes, and I simply didn't want to look at Colin. I didn't know what he was doing. You know. Anyway, I sat there, and then they kept on saying, would you like to join in? And I said, well, look, it's very kind of you, very kind.
Very kind of you.
Kind of you. But I really don't, no thank you.
So fancy.
And eventually, thank God, they finished what they did. And left the room. And I did say to Colin, I can't think, Colin, why you took me. Why you thought... We said I thought it might... You know, I was a virgin, you see, because we all... And I didn't think Colin ever made love to a virgin, because he used to go off to... it was a brothel... Your father probably...
You'll know it, Helena, you know.
Yeah, you know the place, right?
talking of that, in theatre...
Oh, my God, that's a wild story.
I'd say you learned a valuable lesson. Was it hay fever? Noel Coward's hay fever?
Oh, my God. I've had so many regrets about telling you guys about this
Fleabag.
story. Literally. OK. Occasionally, backstage, there are some japes with actors, you know.
Sure.
You know. Yeah. That keep the other actors kind of entertained when it's a really long run. And I'm really sorry, Mum, that I'm telling this story. And there was one, I was doing hay fever, and it was a 3-month run, and there was one moment, on the stage where I was off stage with this other actor, Sam, and one of the other actors, one of the characters played by Freddie Fox, would storm across the stage, open this door, and we'd be standing behind the door, you know, masked from the audience, and he had to go, and then he'd slam the door and run back onto the stage. And so we always used to do something kind of quirky behind the door to make him laugh. And every night, and we started off by doing a little, like, ooh, like, we're kissing, or like, oh, we put a funny hat on Sam. But it was 3 months long, this run, and we had to up the game every night.
You got to keep upping the ante, right?
Every single night. And so we started getting the stage management involved, and there were massive, like, hot dog costumes, and, like, we brought people from outside to come in. So every time Freddie would open the door, he'd be, like, really excited, and he'd be like, and then we'd be like, and then we had to change really quickly and then run onto stage, and the other cast members could see it. And it was building and building, and we were running out of ideas, and there was, like, a week left, and we were exhausting ourselves. And then suddenly it was getting to the last night, and we were like, we have to have a big finish. Like, what are we going to do for Freddie? And neither of us could think of anything. And suddenly we did the matinee, and we'd done this kind of wild, kind of like spangly, glittery thing. And then on the final performance, we had nothing. And we were like, we have to do something. We have to do something. We could hear Freddie coming across the stage, and we were like, we haven't thought of anything. Sam just said, just, I know, I've got it. But just show them your asshole.
Oh, God. I was thinking northern region.
Oh, that's awful. He was like, it's brilliant. The stage management around me going, perfect. You're absolutely do that. And I was like, really? And they're like turning me around. And I was like, is this going to be good? I had this huge pink skirt on. No, it's a horrendous story. And I had this huge pink skirt on. And everyone was like, it's going to be great. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be, oh my God, what's happening? And I was leaning down. And then Freddie was running along. And I was like bent over with the stage management, like, and then he opened the door and Freddie just went, oh. I was standing there like, oh God, everything's gone quiet. And then I turned around and I saw like the glitterati of the London stage, like Olivia Colman, Lindsay Duncan, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, too far.
Too far.
It was horrendous.
Oh my God, that's an amazing story. Oh.
It's gone now.
That one brought a couple tears.
It's gone. I can really relate to Bees in the Trap because last summer...
How do you top that?
Last summer...
Oh, if anyone can. This hot mess.
I had bees in my back bedroom. I did.
Which is kind of a trap.
Yeah, there were piles high.
Oh, and I love when Ruffalo's on. Oh my God, he's so
I needed a
naturally
bee
funny.
trap. That's what I needed. Because there is a lot of discussion on the internet about what Bees in the Trap means. Can you be definitive, Nicki Minaj?
All right, Barbs, what should I say? Let me think.
So bees, is the letter B, B for boys, or is it bees as in buzzy bees? Is it...
No, it just means that, you know, it's the saying, I am always. You know, that's our slang way of saying, you know, we'd be like, our bees doing such and such and such.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, I am always in the trap. Now, the trap, ladies and gentlemen, relates to anywhere that you get your money.
Oh.
So you're in a trap right now, Playboy.
Oh, yeah.
Playboy.
When did you last get called Playboy?
Can I just say, I'm very down with this because I've been reading my dictionary.
My dictionary.
I have. Yeah. Hang on, well, let's find my dictionary. It's on here. So it's all you on here. So like strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
If I hit that.
Word, strawberry shortcake. Noun, definition, a broke bitch.
Is that a real thing?
Loses sight of her goals and her cake by focusing on beef and negativity.
Yeah, you strawberry shortcake.
No way. Is that real? Is that a real app?
You better penthouse your ideas. Yeah. Do you want to test me? Test me.
Okay, who is Balloon Boy?
Oh. Balloon boy. Is this a sexual thing, isn't it?
No.
No? Okay. It's a balloon boy is a Ken with no stacks.
No. Balloon boy, remember back in America, I don't know if you guys heard when that little... You know the boy that his
Oh, he
parents...
pretended to be in a balloon.
Yeah. His parents said that he was in a balloon, and I did a rap, and I said, you like balloon boy, mama, you ain't never did.
The audience knows. Him anyway.
I love to be a rapper. Listen, bro, you
Who is he? He seems fun too. I don't know him. He's funny though.
Wait, no, that little boy, because I'm passionate about children and I just want to eat them up and kiss them when I see them. And when I saw Balloon Boy, he looked so precious. I said, you know what? I'm gonna make him the honorary oracle of Barb Nation, and he became like, you know, I don't know, some like godly force in the Barb Nation. Why are you guys laughing, Barbs? Whatever, Barbs.
Yeah, a few strawberry shortcakes over there, I'd say. Yeah, they better tumble dry.
Yeah.
Look at your face.
We've got the definition.
Tumble dry.
Word, tumble dry. Verb, definition, used when speaking to washed up bitches.
Oh!
Tumble dry, bitch, tumble dry.
Okay, I like her a little more now. I'm not a huge Nicki Minaj fan in general.
When you leave
This
here
makes me like her a
tonight
little more
and you're in
now.
the car going home, will you describe me as a Waffle House?
No, I'd never say you a Waffle House,
Are you
darling.
sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Because a Waffle House is...
Word, Waffle House. Adjective, definition, a clearly misguided old wrinkle.
You must mention, Viola, the next project, you are playing another real person, slightly more famous. Share with the group who you're going to be.
Michelle Obama.
Oh, and the First Lady
And
show.
I wish that somebody had taken me aside when I thought about that and said, okay, now, Viola, let me give you, let's have a little bit of vodka. And really think about this, because people love Michelle Obama. They feel like they know her, they own her, and they don't want anything that's negative to touch her. Now, as an actor, you're like, okay, where's the mess? Where's the complexity? How am I going to do that with Michelle Obama?
But you...
How am I going to do that?
Has she given you her blessing?
Oh, yeah, listen, everything you think, feel, see with Michelle Obama is all that she is, okay? We know that. But I always say, you could talk to my husband, you could talk to my daughter, you could talk to my mom about me if someone were going to play me in a biopic, but you would still only know 40 or 50% of me. You're not going to know some deep, dark secrets that I wouldn't even share with the people who are closest to me. And it's all that info that you gather as an actor to create another human being. Yeah. So now I got Michelle Obama. What do I do with that? I mean...
Meryl Streep, you weren't always Meryl Streep.
What? Oh.
Oh, Meryl Streep. Mulligan, love her too.
No, at
Mrs.
birth.
Mumford.
At birth, I had to be named Mary because my mother's name was Mary and her mother's name was Mary and her mother Mary. And I named my first daughter Mary because I'm, you know, I'm that way. What is it? What is that way? What do you call it?
Creature of habit?
No, trying to fit in. You know. And make everybody happy in the family, basically. So, yeah, but my mother's... What was the question?
She's so relatable.
You weren't married. What
Good
is your
God.
name is the question.
I love her so much. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I was born Mary, and Louise was my mother's best friend, Louise Buckman, so I was named after her. And, but I was always called Meryl. My father's made that name up, and he liked that name, and so I hated it. I wanted to be named Patty or Kathy.
Oh, Jesus.
Or,
Can you imagine?
Patty
Patty Street.
Patty, Kathy, Debbie.
You'd be such a different person if you'd been brought up Patty, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I had glasses, and my name was Meryl, and, and it had a P on the end. The street Should have been street. I always wish, why didn't they just put the T on the end instead of...
It's funny the things you think of like that when that's your name, right?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's all coming out now.
Yeah, right. All
What
the
is
dark secrets.
hold that the Spice
Love her,
Girls
though, and
have
I love Carey
over
Mulligan
you?
so much.
Is this real?
Oh, it's all my favorites.
And I just feel like I've been talking more about the Spice Girls on this press tour than I have about the movie.
That's because you wept. You wept
I
in
did
Australia.
weep. I know, I wept.
Did you really weep?
I really did.
But now, which one was talking to you?
Mel B.
And was she really talking to you, or was it a message?
No, it was a video message on an iPad.
And that made you cry?
Yes.
What, were you jet-lagged?
Yes. But I also, you don't, you do understand, because we're in the UK.
Yeah.
I was a fiend. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls. And they taught me about girl power. And I love
Spider-Man couch.
I think
Okay,
they're
I see.
fantastic. And
What's the song?
There's so many, Jamie. There's so many. Spice up your life.
Every boy and every girl.
Spice up your life.
Hey!
There's so many, and they're so fantastic. And today on the radio, Mel C talked to me over Skype.
Oh, wow.
So it's really very exciting.
Okay, now, who would you say is your favorite Spice Girl?
Emma Bunton, Baby Spice.
She's your favorite.
She's my favorite.
Who's next?
Don't do that.
Just a question.
All of the other four.
So Emma Bunton.
Well, Emma Bunton was the one that I had blonde hair and bangs, and my name obviously is.
Yeah, I've heard that. Her
now
red hair is
Emma.
not
My name
real.
was
She's
Emily,
got
but
she's
it was
blonde hair
taken
naturally.
when I became an actor. And so now
always
it's
so weird to
Emma.
me.
And yeah, I love.
So get me this. So one gave you a video message and one talked to you on Skype.
Yes.
But you're telling me you've never met a Spice Girl?
Are you gonna do something right
Have
now?
you never met a Spice Girl?
Are you gonna do something really?
Have you never met a Spice Girl?
Wait, hold on. I have to mentally prepare myself.
Have you never met a Spice Girl?
Not in the flesh.
Okay. Now, as you know, Emma, it is very rare. It is very rare for more than one Spice Girl to appear together for any reason
You're
at
looking
all.
around.
So they're not here.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
And Dame Judi Dench, she has a reputation of being quite naughty.
Naughty? That woman should be locked up.
Princess Margaret, I've been watching her on The Crown.
I mean, she is...
I love Judi Dench
I mean,
so
she's
much.
so naughty. Do you want to know what she did to me?
Yes, I do.
No. So there's a moment in the Cherry Orchard where my character was on stage on their own for a short time. Judi Dench is in the wings trying to make me laugh, trying to corpse me, which is...
Why do these actors do that to
trying
each
make me
other?
laugh. And she's...
Like
how can
Phoebe
I put
with her
this?
performance and all this.
She's pretending that she's being pleasured by somebody from behind. So, excellent. I'm sorry, Judy, if you're watching, but you shouldn't be so naughty. So I'm on stage and I can see all this and I'm desperately trying not to laugh. And the important bit of information here is that I just had a baby. So my pelvic floor wasn't quite what it should have been. Now, I was wearing a long dress, but Judy made me laugh so much that I wet myself. And it gets worse, because the stage was raped.
Oh, God.
So I watched my piss.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, and these are fancy. See, I think the British are always so fancy, so upper crust,
I don't think I
right?
was there that night, no.
Yeah, naughty
if you were in the front row, you'd have seen it go over the edge.
Oh my God, that's
you could kind of fill in as your host as quiz master, because we've got some questions. We've got some questions. Now, this is
These are like all the greats.
This is like a friends trivia.
Oh, she's gonna win.
Oh, I don't know.
Friends trivia. No, well, really, I think there's some of you'll know.
Okay.
If they don't know, then I'm sure the audience will know. Okay. Now, do you hear the questions? Okay. Okay. You also, Julie, no cheating. Yeah.
I think Ian McKellen,
I know the
because
answers,
being an
so
amazing talent, is just
I'd like you to put your hand up
hilarious.
if you know the answer.
And I love Julie. She's my Mary Poppins when I was a kid.
Yes.
Are you ready, Julie?
On the movie, not in real life, obviously. You know.
Question. What is Rachel wearing in her first ever scene?
I know. Wedding dress.
Oh, I can't answer that.
Yes, you can.
A wedding dress.
A wedding dress is the correct answer.
Well done, well done.
Next question. What is the next line?
This is huge.
After this is about you being a brat, wanting what you can't have. Reese.
Can't have. The only thing I can't have is dairy.
Oh, that's right. Oh, she's your sister. That's right. Oh, yeah. Aw.
It's one of the best lines.
I said that line on the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
So funny. Usually Andrew's not long. She's like, she watches Friends, but
the
maybe she
British
doesn't.
trifle.
Oh. Ow. I put beef in it. Beef at the bottom. I layered beef into the trifle.
Well, you didn't. You put shepherd's pie.
Oh,
in it.
right.
And shepherd's pie is not made with beef. It's made with lamb. Sheep, lamb.
Okay, well, no one's gonna correct Ian McKellen, but he's technically wrong, Sir Ian McKellen. In the script, anyway, it was beef, but it was a shepherd's pie recipe. But he is right about that.
Landlord to know that.
Yes.
See, I love cottage pie because I like the beef.
What song does Rachel sing to get her daughter to stop crying?
Baby got back.
Baby got back.
Yeah.
I like
Baby got back is the correct answer.
Yeah, that's one for the
Does
audience.
Julie know that one?
For a bonus point, Jennifer, would you like to sing the opening line of the song?
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
There you go, extra point.
I know, yeah.
She's so cool. I love
She
her.
meant the opening line of the theme song.
Oh, okay.
Because I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing it?
So no one told you that it's gonna be this way.
I love everybody claps. It's not just me. The stars are just like us.
You got one last one?
Yes, and this is for you,
For me?
Julie.
Oh.
The question is, when Ross dated Rachel, why did he feel it was fine to sleep with other women?
I know it. It's because he said we were on a break.
Oh, J.A. You know friends? Look at you, girl.
Hiya.
What's your name?
Oh, my God.
Aileen.
Now, y'all know I've already seen this one,
And
but
are you
I
missing
can't
your
wait to
part?
hear this again.
I
This is
am.
my
Oh,
favorite red chair story I've ever seen. So, thus
You live
far,
there or
anyway.
here?
Study here. I live over
Jesus.
Oh, right. What are you studying?
there. Costume design. Costume interpretation.
Okay. There will be subtitles on Friday. Right now, only I can understand it.
Is that Frank? I know him now. I know him.
I can't.
No.
From,
so far, you're not missing
Series
anything.
I've never heard of costuming.
Yeah, it's Frank. Look at him.
It's like costume design, isn't it?
Kind of proud that I recognized him.
Fancier.
Getting better.
Fancier, Frank. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All the lever.
Okay, off you go.
Right. So lead up to Christmas, I was back home. And how did you...
Exact face. Did you get any of it? Christmas.
Something about Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. That's the only good detail so far. Just pick out words, you'll follow the story. Say, blah, 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 Christmas, blah, 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 home.
I went into the shop and I had to get milk and bread. So I literally was really stressed. So I was like, run out, get the groceries, let's go. Told my boyfriend to do a lap and just pick me up, no need to park the car. So as planned, I came out, perfectly timing. Silver people carrier just casually drifts by, casual speed. So without hesitation, I sprint across with my groceries. Jump in the back of the car, screaming, and thump in the back of the chair, shouting, go, 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 go! But taking in mind it was Christmas and I had like a scarf up here.
Oh my God, this is good. It's as good the second time as it was the first.
Which was my boyfriend. Turned out to be this middle-aged, like 60-year-old woman. Screaming. Jesus! Pushed her foot on the accelerator and then pushed her in the lamppost.
Oh, oh my God. Oh my God, that was as good. That story. At this point, okay, In fact, it might have been the last Graham Norton video I did was the red chair, like a red chair montage of stories. But that one still is my favorite because that girl, her delivery, and just the story itself is so good. I'm going to say something that I don't think I've said yet because I know I tend to repeat myself on Graham Norton. It's so wonderful. They're so funny. I love how they drink. Like, I know I've said this in all my videos, right? Broken record. Got it. But I don't think anyway, I've said this, which is that it shocks me how when I hit play, you know, because these are varying in length, these compilation videos that I find, right? Some are like, you know, only 9 minutes and I want to go a little bit longer. This one was 30. That's kind of on the higher end. I think the original Mira Margulies one I did was like 50 minutes or 55 because I think I split that one even. It was so good as far as length goes. But this one's 30. Like 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes. It just flies by. And I love it so much. And these especially, because, you know, these are sort of the best ofs. Obviously, they're going to pull some of the, you know, choice moments from the show, you know, so that it's just the best of the best. But I really did want to do this for International Women's Month because, or I guess just Women's History Month, and it was International Women's Day last week. But regardless, because, you know, obviously some of the funniest people in movies, shows, you know, that I always admired growing up were women, you know, and just recently I was actually watching some old clips of Carol Burnett because I feel like, or not because, I was just watching because I enjoy her, but I feel like a lot of people now don't know her. And I think it was the Golden Globes that did recently a Carol Burnett Award. I think it was 2019 they started that, and she was the first recipient, and now they're doing that every year. And I'm glad about that because, you know, I'm kind of a student of pop culture history, you know, and I like learning about, you know, things and celebrities of the past. And, you know, there are the people that started off like, of course, like you've got Fanny Bryce, and then, you know, going back to like, you know, who else would have been back then that were funny, you know? Well, of course, Carol Burnett before Lucy. Of course, Lucy is probably like queen of comedy, right? But you've got all these women who are so funny and really had to break through, you know, these barriers to get to do what they want to do. And then, of course, now we see a lot of, you know, comedians who are so great. But I feel like for some reason, Carol Burnett, you know, just hasn't quite gotten her full due yet. So anyway, the point is I like that even though it's just a month that it is a spotlight and it should be all the time, that we do take occasion to recognize and appreciate the women, not just the funny women, but obviously the dramatic women. But you know what? Here's the thing too, real quick on that thought, to pull at that thread for a second. You know, I was watching, and I don't know her name because I'm still learning some of the British celebrities, but she's the one playing Princess Margaret in The Crown, who was talking about Judi Dench, who I do know by name and love. And I really enjoy getting to hear the stories of the serious, you know, the dames, the very British, you know, dramatic actresses, the thespians, that they're so funny and they're so nasty and they're so bawdy. And like, I love that. And I didn't recognize the woman who told the story about marrying a man named Colin and how he took her on their honeymoon and then they watched the people having sex. I don't recognize her, but I noticed she was on the sofa with OC, my girl, and HBC, both from The Crown. So I'm guessing she might be tied in with British royalty somehow. I don't know. But I really love when these otherwise very upper crust, kind of very fancy people, you know, keep it real and talk just as bad as I would with my friends. And I love that they do it on this show because they know they're being filmed. They know. And you even saw Phoebe Waller-Bridge say for a second, you know, sorry, Mom, you know, that is going out there. They're aware this is being filmed. They're fully aware this is like a television show. But again, and I know I've said this before, whether it's Graham or the alcohol or an amazing audience or all of a combination of that, they just let their guard down and just talk and tell these stories, and I'm so glad they do. One in particular I wanted to mention was when he had, near the beginning, was the cast of Ocean's 8. That movie was one of the ones where, and I feel like this is exactly kind of what we should aim for, or what the aim should be, rather, with representation, you know, and in this case, women, right? I watched Ocean's 8, and honestly, it did not even occur to me that this was an all-female-led cast when I first started watching it. And I don't know when it did. Maybe it did because I heard people talking about it or something like that. I just enjoyed it. It was just good. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's men in the movie, but another film that people have brought up that have not seen is The Women. And with I think it was Meg Ryan and Candice Bergen is in it, Annette Bening, others, and Jana Pinkett even. And so anyway, but saying that this was a movie that only had women in it. It was like an all-female cast, like even background are women, and that you don't even really notice until you stop and say, wait, there's no men, you know, which is again, I think sort of a really great, you know, step forward when it comes to representation in film and media. So anyway, I know there's just a little corner of it and this doesn't really make a difference, you know, me just watching these things, but I do hope that it entertains. And I really have so much fun doing these videos with you guys. I still am trying to find, and a couple of you have said in the comments, which is why I appreciate the comments so much, by the way, where I can find Graham Norton here in the States. I used to have him on, I think it was when I had DirecTV or cable, but now we've cut the cord. And so we get our live TV through Hulu, which was what we do. But I know others, like I think they said Sling TV has it, BBC America, that is, which carries his show. I want to find it, but I did get BrickBox recently, and I'm very excited about that because it's got a lot of shows that I'm getting into. Some on the channel, some not. Like Vicar of Dibley. I was very excited to start, and I've seen a couple episodes of that now, but I want to keep watching more of that, just kind of on my own. And then a few of you have said that you wouldn't mind seeing a few episodes of that. Blackadder is another one you guys have mentioned that I cannot wait to get into. Taskmaster is currently on the channel, and you know, several of you have said that you hope I'll stick with it. That is definitely the plan. It might come at the cost of some Graham Norton, though, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so a lot of those slots where I might normally would put Graham Norton, I'm going to put Taskmaster for the time being. But anyway, yeah, thank you again. Coming up, we do have, it's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home. Like I said in the intro, I have to finish Game of Thrones Season 5. That's so amazing. I know some of you guys don't really care for it when it gets in this territory, but Mark and I are both loving that one. So that's coming up. Young Royals started this week on Netflix. That'll be coming up. So lots of good things. I hope you'll check it out. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see things like that. Be sure to click the bell so you're notified when new videos come out. A like is always appreciated if you found value in this video. The comments, again, please, that's how I get to know you. I love chatting. It's just me. I don't have mods. I don't have admins in that section. It's just me talking to you guys. So I certainly appreciate that. But more than anything, I always am grateful that you took the time to share with me today. So I hope you have a great rest of the day / night wherever you are. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.